What's good? I had a conference call that ran over, so sorry about uh, this today. But I want to shout out Lead, Love, Laugh. I love that. Al Marie, Backyard D, P, Aaron, Alpine Country Court. Good morning, good morning. Love you guys. Wisco, Assist Wisco, what up? Malik means King. He asked me how do I feel about TikTok. I'll talk about that in the next week's session. I give you life, and I give you love right back. What up, Jay Golf? Who's that? Mrs. Queen. John Mascara, no golf today. No, it's 99% chance of rain, and I'm sure we want to make sure the course is right for the weekend tournament. What up, the real Dion? With my schedule, I try to make things, but some things come up where I gotta actually have a real conversation. So apologize for that. One of the things, and I know we're talking about the industry today, but I went to Maryland to see my parents. Probably like I don't know about back in early March, and they're doing well, and I talk to them often, and I just want to make sure you guys reaching out to people because of the pandemic you can't see, and doing what you're supposed to do. Another test came back negative for COVID. God is so amazing. Make sure you're getting tested every other week. But we got 5 days left to the election. Now, I don't know about you guys, but all you out here getting ready for Halloween, y'all getting ready for celebrate a birthday, get ready. We got to make these next 5 days get ready to change America. There's been, no point in time since the Civil War, since the Civil Rights March, than it is right now. This is time to end systemic racism. This is time to confront it face forward, and let's do it with our vote. There should be no excuse. There should be no more, oh, well, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. We can drive to a party, we can go to a club, we can get that, stand in line to get that new sneaker release. We can do all those things. And we turn out in record numbers. But what I don't want you guys to get it twisted is, record numbers could be for Trump as much as they could be for Biden and Harris. I told you I make it clear, my family is Biden and Harris. I'm with this every day. I'm in it. I'm trying to change policy, and things have worked, and some things we haven't been able to work yet. But I believe you have to work with an administration that understands that there must be change. That they might not have a full plan, but they have a starting plan, and let's work on these things. But you got to be willing to have the conversation. So, 5 days left. Act like your life depends on it because it actually does. Go Joe, go Joe, go Biden Harris. And before I get into the music thing, man, that Walter Walker situation in Philly, shoot first, don't tase first. Oh, they don't have tasers on them, they have guns on them. A knife, all the training you go through, and because a man is 60, 50 feet away from you with a knife, there's no other way that you could do it. No, you don't know he's mentally disabled. No, you don't know. But if you checked before and you heard about the calls, and, and again, I don't know all the facts, but, somebody said that they knew the parents have called before on his actions. Mental health is serious out there, and I don't believe someone should die with mental health. I don't believe that, and I think that if you have to, if you bring a gun, your knife to a gunfight, and you're on the right side of the law, and you don't do everything you can before pulling out a gun to make sure somebody's disarmed or do some maneuver, some trick. How about this? If me and my man, if if you got a knife and we ain't got knives, we're gonna figure out a way to get that knife from you. And that's without having all the training and the knowledge and being a public servant and the whole nine. So I just think it's unnecessary. But that's the shoot, kill first mentality that some of our police officers have, and countless amount of African Americans and people of color have died over. So prayers and blessings to the actual Walk family, and the people saying, Kev, they were yelling that he's mentally ill. I understand sometimes in the heat of the moment you might not hear what's going around you, but you're trained to do that. You're trained to do that. That's your job, to hear everything around you. That's your job to disarm before trying to kill. And countless amount of things in our country have showed that a disproportionate rate. A guy can walk into a school and kill kids and walk out in handcuffs. A group of men can be armed and walk around and not be. It makes no sense. So, America, beg the question, what kind of America do you want? What kind of America are you willing to fight for? I can't say what kind of America are you willing to die for, because how many lives we're going to lose. And so the reality of it is, I just pray, and but there's no prayer without action. There's no action without prayer. I don't leave it up to what if, God, just please change America. Oh God, please let me lose this, and please pray for me. There's a lot of action that goes along with all those things. You know what I mean? So, listen, the day's supposed to be about the industry. So, if one of the first questions I got from President DeFago, any advice for someone trying to start an indie label? Biggest advice is start. A lot of people, and this is in life, and this is funny, a lot of the industry questions aren't in life. A lot of people, I gotta do this. I want to learn how to play chess. I want to get better at golf. I want to lose weight. I want to start an indie label. Just start. Get a crew together. Everybody figure out what position they're going to play. Go find something that the world needs to hear, something you believe in, something that nobody else could tell you is not the greatest thing in the world. Get incorporated and start. You could start a business, let's get an LLC just by going online and figuring out, what it is. There's no one way to do things. If you got money, hire a lawyer. There's no one way. And so I always tell people, my biggest advice, whether it's an indie, how about this? There's many examples of indie labels that have started, been very successful. You know what I mean? And we can document them down the line. Country labels, rap labels, R&B labels, pop labels. It just all depends on who's starting and who's finding the right talent. So, I would just say entrepreneurship is not for everybody. Entrepreneurship, everybody ain't built for it. Like everybody ain't built to be a champion. You might be able to play in the NFL, the NBA, or the music business, but, being a champion, being a 5-time champion, shout out to, LeBron, the Lakers, wonderful, man, and the NBA for the bubble and working hard. Great job. Shout out to my whole crew at LA Dodgers. Magic, boy, you raising that bar. I remember you said it was levels to this. You raising that bar, man. I'm just trying to get a couple of championships here, and now I'm trying to get a couple of championships in another business sector. But you raising the bar, man. But thank you for that. But again, you want to start something. You know what I mean? It's like ownership is something that I would focus on education. Don't just act. Also think. Also put a right team about you. But you know, whatever you're gonna start. Whenever you think about doing something indie, the first thing to do is start and claim it. You know what I mean? Claim it. I'm starting my makeup line, or I'm starting a water company, or I'm starting a fruit company, or I'm starting a hoodie company. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, let's get out there and do it. You know what I mean? Next one comes from who is bottom freed. Sorry if I made it wrong, but he asked, well, what action should I take as an independent artist to get my songs in films and commercials? There's different licensing company out there. Send your songs, call them every day, make the right songs, look at commercials, look at movies, look at TV shows, and figure out what kind of value I can add them. Is there a song that, like I'm binge watching Blacklist right now, and they have some amazing placements in there, but a lot of it's indie music. And so there's an opportunity there. You figure out who's the music supervisor for these things and go out and make sure that they know who you are. I remember back in the day, I always wanted to get my record played, and I was like you guys. So I went to every club and saw who every DJ was. So I went to every radio station and saw who every mix show was. It's like right now, look at who's doing playlists. It's like I'm looking at who's curating culture, who's talking about music on Instagram. Who's making has the biggest YouTube channel. These are just things that curious minds want to know. And a lot of times people sitting around saying, well, what can I do? Man, we're in the age of Google. YouTube can show you that I just got a fire pit. How do you put a fire pit in this particular? How you light a fire in this particular fire pit? There's not a question that can't be asked. And so I don't want you guys to sit there. This is not 1983 and the beginning of hip hop. This ain't the first big cell phone when you or the pager that you got to go and go over and somebody beep you and say 911. You get out the car to call them on a payphone. Y'all don't know what that is, and it's nothing important. It ain't that. This is the time the information is there. You got to find it, but you got to want it too. And so I guess these questions, man, can be answered if you look within. This. Just like I said, if you feel heavy, feel sluggish, change what you eat, change what's in your body. Life is the same in the music business. I'm going on 36 years, and I still want to lead. I still want to listen. I still want to learn, and I still want to love. After 36 years, this shit ain't me, yo. This ain't again. It's nothing I can't figure out. You know what I mean? I don't even ask the things I can't figure out anymore. I go research them. I go learn about them. I talk to people who doing it, and then I make an assessment and a strategy on how I'm gonna get there. So whether it's starting your indie label, whether it's getting your songs in films or commercials, where there's a will, there's a way, and I truly believe it. And I leave you with this. Again, I come to the realization that I have to redefine what I want my next decade to look like. I want to lead. I want to listen. I want to learn and want to love. My name is Kevin Liles. God bless you. 2-minute take. Shout out to Darren Eugene. Cool Rod, my man. Hope everything's going well, brother. Love you, man. Wouldn't be in the business without you, man. Rosa.